Alright, Shalom. So of course, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. And we also want to give double honors unto the elders and apostles, the great millstone, the men who knew well, the men who taught us his truth, unto our masters, alright? So, I got my 3 Hebrew words, alright? I'm going to start off with the first word, which I chose the word so, alright? And when I read the precept, it's going to make much more sense why I chose that word, alright? But the word for so is Zara'ai, alright? You see the pronunciation down here at the bottom. And I got it from Psalms 126, verse 5. And I'm going to get it real quick. This is Psalms chapter 126 and verse 5. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Exactly, man. Who's sowing in tears, man? That's going to bring me to my next precept. That basically, what we're doing is just that, man. We're sowing in tears, man. We're sighing and crying, all right? Which leads me to Ezekiel 9 and 4. But before I go there, I want to make the point, man, all right, that we're doing the work of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, which is sowing, man. All right? We're doing the work right now. We're sowing in tears, all right, going through what we're going through. But we're going to reap in joy, man. Lord's will, we're a part of that number. Which leads me to my next precept, Salakia. All right, which is the word, I'm going to read it real quick first. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Which Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, of course, which is the Israelites. That's who Jerusalem is, all right? And set a mark, which is the word that I have here, all right? Mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Yeah, exactly, man. That's us sowing in tears, all right? Which the Hebrew word for mark is the word fawah, all right? Which that word means exemption from judgment, all right? That's a spiritual mark, which is an exemption from judgment, the judgment that is to come, all right? And one thing that we know for sure is that the elect is going to have the fawah, all right? So we hope, that's why we're sowing in tears, man, because we hope to have that fawah, all right? We hope to have that exemption from judgment. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say real quick that if you read the book of Matthew, chapter 13, it tells you how basically the seeds were planted or they were sown, you know, and some fell to profitable land, and some fell to unprofitable land, you know, roughly paraphrasing. But the main point is that, you know, that the men that are actually out there using, that are actually applying the words Arai to their life or actually sowing the truth, they're going to reap benefits, man, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man. All right, because actually in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, speaks about those that will be able to be delivered by their works.
Absolutely.
Okay, so sowing is a very important thing when you come into this truth. All right, which actually leads me to my next precept, because in sowing, all right, you're gonna prosper. All right. So the next word is prosper, which is tazalayak. All right, the pronunciations here at the bottom, which means to prosper. All right, which we're talking about prospering spiritually.
Right.
All right, on this go round, we don't want to prosper. We don't want to have financial gain so much on this go round. All right, money is a defense, but we more so want the spiritual gifts.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could say this real quick too, Scripture say in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, that it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you."
Yep,
That's the true form of prospering. But go ahead.
Psalms chapter 1 and verse 3, and he shall be like a tree. I'm gonna start at verse 2 actually.
That's your
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Yeah, so we have to meditate upon the scriptures of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, you know, living according to wisdom. Verse 3, and he shall be like a tree, so those that delight themselves in the law of the Lord, right? He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. Because what happens when you plant a tree close to a moving body of water? Those tend to be the most prosperous plants.
Yes.
And that's facts, all right? When you look into like irrigation and stuff like that, you know that the plants that are closest to moving bodies of water, all right, are more prosper more than places where they're not, you know. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. You know, so you have to really look at that metaphor, all right? Because one thing is for certain, man, water being fed into a tree will cause that tree to grow, and it'll never wither, all right? And that's exactly how we want to be. We want to be able to bring forth fruit, you know, stay in this truth, grow, and bring forth fruit for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is why I chose the word prosper, which is Tazalayat, gotten from Psalms 1 and 3, all right? So with that, anything else to say?
Yeah.
All right, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and Shalom Barakim, La Habakarim Shal Yasharala, peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom.